So means total income on first stock plus income on second stock, if you add, it should be equal to 670. This is a standard question which you can expect for 3 months. This is his investment to purchase the stock now. Now whatever he gets the amount, he'll proceed with other stock. What is the income formula? Dividend divided by market value into amount invested. This is the stock worth he got. He paid 446 rupees, but you can see the market value is less than 100 rupees. Welcome to the session, dear students. Today we'll go ahead with the problems of stocks and shares. So now, question 22. Arun invests rupees 15,000 partly in 3% stock and 75 partly in 6% stock at 125. If the total interest income from both is rupees 675, total income is 675, find his investment in two types of stocks. So they gave Arun is investing total 15,000 rupees in two types of stocks, and they want you to find the investment in each stock. So we'll assume first, let X be the investment, X be Arun's investment, on stock of type 1, on type 1 stock. See, out of 15,000 he invested X rupees. Remaining is what? 15,000 minus X. So 15,000 minus X be his investment, on type 2 stock. So now they gave, if the total income from both is rupees 675, find the investment. So means total income on first stock plus income on second stock, if you add, it should be equal to 675. So all of you know how to calculate income. So income means what? Dividend means rate percentage given by the company. We say dividend divided by market value into amount invested. This is the income. Now coming to this, they told total income means, can I say income on first stock plus income on second stock, income on stock 2. This is the total income, is equal to what? 675. This is given. So what is the income on first stock? Use the formula. Income on first stock is at what? 3% at 75. So it yields income as what? 3 dividend market value into X rupees he invested plus income on second. For second case, he is investing, if the second stock is taking at 6%, stock at 125 is taking. So dividend is 6, market value is 125, and he is investing how much? 15,000 minus X. This is investment on second stock. The total investment means investment on first plus investment on second is 675. Now simplify this. So in both the cases, so 3 I can take common. 75 and 25 are divisible by 25. I'll take 25 also common. So I'll be left out with this X divided by 25 3s plus 3 I have taken common, so it will be 2 divided by 25 5s into 15,000 minus X is equal to 675. Now I hope all of you understood this. Here what I have done, income on stock 1 plus income on stock 2, total income is 675. Income on stock 1 is what? 3x by 75. Income on stock 2 is what? 6 by 125 into 15,000 minus X. This is total income 675. From this we'll rearrange and we'll get the value of what? X. So now 3 by 25 transfer to RHS. So now we have X by 3 plus 2 by 5 times 15,000 minus X. 15,000 minus, I'll take 2 by 5 inside, 2 by 5 is equal to, we are left out with 675. So dear students, here 3 by 25, you can see 3 by 25, if it goes to RHS, it will become 25 by 3 into 25 by 3. Now simplify this. 3 1s are 3, 3 2s are 6, 3 2s are 6, 15, 3 5s are. It will become 225 into 25. Coming to this, the LHS also will simplify. 5 1s are 5, 3s are 15,000, and we are left out with 2. We'll simplify that. Now x by 3 plus 2 into 3000 is 6000 minus 2x by 5 is equal to 225 into 25. It will be 5625 if you multiply. Now transfer this number to RHS and you will be left out with x by 3 minus 2x by 5 is equal to 5625 minus 6000. Now take LCM. 3 and 5, LCM is 15. 5 into x is 5x minus 3 2s are 6x is equal to, subtract this. So 5600 if you remove 400, in 400 if you remove, it will become 375 exactly. Now further, 5x minus 6x is minus x divided by 15 is equal to 375. Rearrange, minus 375, sorry, here 6000 is greater, so minus minus cancels, will be left out with x is by 15 is equal to 375. I can cancel minus minus on both sides, it will become plus. Now x is equal to 375 into 15, multiply this, again you will get 5625. So 5625 you will get x. X means what? Investment on, see here if you see, x is investment, Arun's investment on first type of stock. So therefore Arun invests x rupees peso, that is rupees 5625 on stock 1, stock type 1, and remaining means what? He invests remaining. What is remaining? 15,000 minus x, that is 15,000 minus 5625, that is he invests rupees in 15,000. If I remove 5,000, it will be 10 minus 625, 10,000 minus 600, 9,400, so it will become 9,400 minus 25, 9,375 rupees. So these are the investments made by Arun. So if you add these two, you will get the total amount. Or this 25, if you add 400 and 11,000, so total 15,000. So I hope all of you understood. Plain and simple. What they gave? They told 15,000 is the total amount of Arun, and he want to invest in 2 different types of stocks, and he'll get income. Total income is given. So that's why we'll use the formula. Income on stock 1 plus income on stock 2 is 675. How to calculate income? Dividend divided by market value into amount invested. For first type of stock, they give dividend is 3%. So 3 by market value is 75 and amount invested is x. We don't know. We assume. Let us assume. That's why in the beginning I told that x be the amount invested by Arun on type 1 stock. So this is the amount invested on type 1, and the type 2 stock dividend is 6%. They give type 2 stock 6% at 125. So 6 is the dividend. Market value for second stock is 125. Amount invested is remaining. So that is 15,000 minus x. Dividend on first plus dividend on second is 675 they have given. And you compile this equation, solve the equation. When you solve, you will get x. X is what? Amount invested on the stock 1. 15,000 minus x if you do, you will get amount invested on stock 2. This is a standard question which you can expect for 3 marks. Next, an investor sold rupees 500 stock at 89.50 and buys stock at 92.50 with the proceeds. Means with the money, whatever he gets in the first case, he'll use to take stock at 92.50. How much stock he buys if the brokerage is 0.125%. So now we have to calculate the stock worth what he purchased. To do that, first we'll assume the cost. First we'll calculate the cost price. Cost price per share, CP, cost price per stock. is means 100 rupees worth stock. At what rate he'll take, we'll assume. We'll calculate. So he is taking at 89.50. Dear students, first he is selling. So therefore selling price of stock, 100 rupees worth stock is selling at what? 89.50. But when he is selling, the brokerage will be deducted. So remove the brokerage. 0.125 I should remove. Then you'll get the amount. The selling price is 89.5 minus 0.125. So subtract this. This is 0. This is 0. 10 minus 5 is 5. 9 minus 2 is 7. And this will be 4 minus 1 is 3. So 89.375. 89.375 is his selling price. Dear students, he is selling 500 rupees worth stock. See, for 100 rupees stock, he will get an amount of 89.375. And for a worth of 500 rupees stock worth, how much he will get? Unitary method. If one increases, other increases. If other increases, see, no, there is direct relation, so cross multiply. Let X be the amount obtained or total selling price. We'll assume let X be the total amount obtained on selling. Total amount obtained by selling. Coming to this, if you cross multiply, you'll get X into 100 minus is equal to 89.375 into 500, and we are interested in X will become 89.375 into 500 divided by 100. 100 zeros cancel, so multiply 5. So 5 5s are 25, 2, 5 7s are 35 plus 2, 37, and 5 3s are 15, 15 plus 3, 18, and 5 9s are 45 plus 1, 46, and 5 8s are 40 plus 4, 44, and we need to substitute 3 power shift 3 digits point. So X you got 446.875. X you got what? 446.875. So we got X is 446.875. this is the amount you got, amount received, and this is his investment to purchase the stock. Now whatever he gets the amount, he'll proceed with other stock. See, they mentioned, if you read the question, they mentioned with he proceeds. So they told he proceeds for what stock? He buys a stock at 92.50. So now for cost also you should pay the brokerage. So cost price. So now cost price is equal to per share or per stock, it is 92.50 per stock, means 100 rupees worth stock is purchasing for 92.50. But not only that, you should also add, see, when you are purchasing, you should also pay brokerage. What is the brokerage? 0.125. Add 0.125. So it will become 92.5 plus 1 becomes 6625. This is the cost price of stock worth 100 rupees. 100 rupees stock is purchasing at this rate. So now for 100 rupees you are paying what? 92.625 rupees. And now your investment is, you are investing the proceeds. Proceeds means what? Now you are investing the proceeds. Proceeds means this amount. So now amount invested is this much. What is that? 446.875. This is your investment. See, if you invest this much, you will get 100 rupees worth stock. If you invest this much, how much stock? So here I am writing stock worth. Stock worth. This is amount invested. Amount invested. So now if you invest 92.65, you will get 100 rupees stock because you are purchasing at the rate of this. And now you are not investing just 92.65, you are investing the whole proceeds. How much proceeds you got? In the past case, you got 446.5. So for this, you will get a stock worth of X rupees. Now cross multiply and equate it. So X into 92.625 is equal to 100 into 446.875. Now we need X. X will become 100 into 446.875 divided by 92.675. Now we need to simplify this. I hope all of you got how I framed the equation. Now simplify this using calculator. You will get 482.45 rupees. So this is the stock worth he got. He paid 446 rupees, but you can see the market value is less than 100 rupees face value. So you'll get little more than this. So 446.875 rupees if you invest, you will get a stock worth of 482.45. So this is the conclusion. I hope all of you understood this. We used unitary method to solve. Now we'll go ahead with the problem 24. Rahul invests 1,74,000 partly in 12% stock at 110, partly in 15% stock at 86. If the total income from both is 24,000, find the amount invested by Rahul in 12% stock. So how much he invested in the first case they're asking. So let us assume, let X be the amount invested by Rahul. %, stock. And remaining, what is the remaining? 1,74,000 minus X. So remaining, that is 1,74,000 minus X he invests on remaining stock. What is the next stock? 15% stock. This is our assumption. The first stock is at 110 rupees and second stock he is investing at what? He is investing at the rate of 86. Now total income they gave 24,000. So you know how to calculate income. Total income means income on first stock plus income on second stock. So what is income on first stock? First stock is what? 12% at 110. So income is 12 divided by market value into amount invested, that is X. Income on second case is what? 15% at 86. 15 by 86 into 1,74,000 minus X. This is the total income. Total income on first plus income on second is equal to, what is the total income they gave? Total income given is, if you read, they told 24,000. So now solve this equation carefully. So now if you solve 12x by 100, first stock is taking at what? 110. 12x by 110 plus 15 by 86 into 1,74,000 minus 15x by 86 is equal to 24,000. Rearrange this. So retain the x terms. 12x by 110 minus 15x by 86, minus 15x by 86 is equal to 24,000 into, if you take it out, minus 15 by, I'm transferring this, into 1,74,000. So now simplify the whole part, take LCM and simplify to get the x value. So after, use calculator and simplify to get the x value, so that you will get, after rearranging and solving, you will get 88,000 rupees you will get for stock 1. So therefore means you take LCM like last case. So therefore what is the conclusion? Rahul invests X rupees we told. So X also we got. So Rahul invests rupees 88,000 on 12% stock at 110 is the conclusion. And the next question, a person sells 4,000 of 6.25% Government of India stocks at 112.5 and reinvests the proceeds in 8% railway debentures by increasing the income 50 rupees. What price he purchased the railway debentures? So now first case income they told. Income they told, net income, he'll get 50 rupees more than old income. The income is 50 rupees more than old income. First I'll calculate income of first case. What is income of first case? Income by what is called as government shares. So income by what? 6.25% government shares, stocks. At what? Rupees 112.5. How to calculate income? All of you know income is equal to what is that rate of interest 6.25 divided by market value 112.5 into amount invested. What is the amount invested? 4,000 rupees. Simplify this, 4,000 rupees. All of you know income formula. Income is what? Rate divided. Rate means what? Dividend. Dividend divided by market value. Dividend they give 6.25. Market value is purchasing at 112.5 into amount invested. What is the amount invested? 4,000. So if you simplify, shift the point and divide, both are divisible by 5, go on, you will get 250 rupees. This is his income. Now, income by railway debentures. Income by railway debentures is equal to, what is income formula? Dividend divided by market value into amount invested. But they told income increases by 50. Old income is 250, now plus 50. Because I am writing this because they told new income due to railway debentures is getting income 50 rupees extra. So earlier income is 250, 50, so this is the 300. But you know the formula for income. So income due to railway debentures, income due to or by railway debentures is equal to 350. But you know, income due to railway debentures formula is what? Dividend by market value into 100. What is the dividend of railway debentures? For railway debentures, dividend is 8%. 8% by market value. They are asking at what rate is purchasing. We don't know the market value. He is purchasing at X rupees into amount invested. What is the amount he is investing? He is investing, see what he invests, amount invested, how much he will get. A person sells rupees 4,000, 6.25% stock at this rate and reinvests the proceeds, means whatever he gets he will reinvest. What is the total amount he is getting? Total amount he is getting is 4,000 plus 25. So now whatever he invested, total amount he will get is selling price. So income is 250, 4,000 250 he will get. Now rate of interest, dividend divided by market value into amount invested is equal to what? Income. Total income we know 300. So now I need X, but amount invested. How to calculate amount invested? So in the first case we will also calculate amount invested. See 100 rupees worth he is selling at 112.5 and now he is selling 4,000 rupees stock. 4,000 rupees stock if he sells, what is the amount he will get? For every 100 rupees stock he is getting 112.5 because he is selling at 112.5. But dear students, he is not selling only 100 rupees worth, he is selling 4,000 rupees worth. So calculate amount received. Amount received is X in this case. So X is equal to 112.5 into 4,000. So cross multiply 100 into X. So we need X. X is what? 112.5 divided by into 400 divided by 100. So 2 cancels. Multiply this. 4 5s are 20, 0, 2 and 4 2s are 8 plus 2, 10, 1 and 4 1s are 4 plus 1 5, again 4. 4,500 rupees he will get. 4,500 rupees is the total amount he will get by selling. So therefore that 4,500 he invests in railway debenture. So 8 by market value into 4,500 rupees invests to get the income of 300. Now rearrange. X is equal to transfer that side, X into 4,500 divided by 300. 2 zeros cancels, 3 1s are 3, 5s are. So you will get 15 into 8, 120 rupees. So means he purchased the railway debenture at the rate of rupees 120 per stock. Means 100 rupees railway debenture. See at what rate he purchased is the question. Therefore he purchased railway debentures are purchased at the rate of rupees 120. 100 rupees stock, he purchased at 120. See, first amount invested you should calculate. See, he is investing whatever he gets from government shares. How much he gets from government shares? 100 rupees stock he is selling at 112.5. So 4,000 stock he will sell for X. You solve the unit by unitary method, you will get 4,500 rupees. 4,500 rupees he will get by selling the government, and that he will invest on railway. So income means what? Dividend by amount invest, dividend by market value or dividend by price per stock into amount invested. Price per stock we don't know, call it as X and solve, we will get X. X is what? 120. So by this I am done with stocks and shares. Please revise all the problems what we have done. The weightage for this particular chapter is 3 marks. Become thorough with the chapter. I will see you in my next session. Thank you.